Okay, let's explore this castle.
Cold and dry with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
Crave thou Philothili.
What the fuck? People, please. Wow. Those wraiths did nothing.
Alright then.
Did nothing. Frayed lengths of rope and a few flint chips are scattered across this workbench. Jesus. Those wraiths need to go level up more. Only weed grows in a dusty patch. The hedges grow in shady heaps, shot through with
Crave
weeds.
thou Philothili.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
How may I help?
Yes?
Did it?
Not quite.
Whoa. All three of you. Oh
What?
my god.
Yes?
Please don't do this. Please don't make me use this fucking spell. Come on. Kill it.
Yes?
Pests!
I shall.
Let's have it out!
Thank you. God.
Of course.
Okay, that reload animation is
Following your
awful.
lead.
Hey.
Like, it is literally awful. You know what else awful? Seeing an empty-handed thing. Oh, right. Increase defense. Okay.
Huh? Alright then.
Crave thou Philothili.
No, 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 no! Don't attack
Hey.
your own friend. The fuck?
Alright then.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you! For real!
Crave thou Philothili.
Okay, you are gonna have to attack that one.
This!
Nice. Well, I guess you can just heal everyone.
Not even slowing it down.
Huh? All right then.
Rave thou philathilim.
How may I help?
Oh? Not quite.
Verathan! All right then.
Rave thou philathilim. Following your lead. On your word.
What is that? Oh, that's actually healing health. Okay.
What?
Yes? As you say.
Hey. All right then.
One side of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and ridges, even under the layers of grime and moss. The Aedra gleams. Lizard skins, knuckle bones, and teeth of various sizes lie amongst the weed. Let's go in the house before we go into the abandoned castle. Either way, it might be dangerous, so let's save. Kitty! The sour odor of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeates the air. Dust and rusted utensil covered the countertop. The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are molted with mildew. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alchemic, cracked mortar, and of various shattered bottles and vials onto the table. I don't know why I'm reading it with my reading voice, but whatever. Rat skitters along the broken stairs. Nothing here. Okay. To the dungeon we go. Wow, it's dark outside now.
You can't do this!
He shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Do what?
This is our village! Our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all! Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision, and you back away. I have a feeling we're gonna fight a lot of ghosts in here. Time for some busting of said ghosts.
Do you think he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? I mean, he doesn't have to know.
Well...
Hey. All right.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Then.
Well, this isn't good.
Hey.
What?
Yes?
One down.
Not quite.
Curses!
Hey.
We got this. Oh, come on, you missed your second shot.
Yes?
Not quite.
Of course.
The brazier, or brazier, okay, whatever. Chains are rigid with dust. The gray-brown pelts of mice flits between the boards. I'll take that. What is this? What is that? I don't know, but there's a bunch of stuff.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Not quite.
As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place. Amidst the castle more practical stonework, the veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne, watching over the room with hollowed eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through the stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Murwall.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Tell me more about Murwall.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea we're gonna find Mirwal?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Are you imprisoned inside that stone? Or throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl are you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
What did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was.
Oh, I'll rebuild it for you.
I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
Farewell.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Use a tab key. Yes, that's what I've been doing for the past hours.
Crave al Philathilim.
Oh, good, good, good.
Not quite.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes?
We might have to blast that phantom with that.
Lava will be on seek.
There we go.
I cannot keep up this pace.
What are you talking about? Minor fatigue? You already have minor fatigue? Damn, man. Oh, because you have 0 in athletics. Huh.
Hey. All right, then.
You're quite weak for an Amana. I thought they're supposed to be a really strong race. But no, really. This place, getting it refurbished and turning it into my own castle might take a lot of money, but I hope I can do it. Save. The fields of its cobweb are only thing holding this rickety old mess together. Something has made a mess out of this straw and mattress. Yep, that is my barracks, I think is what you would call that. And there's the library right over there. I don't know why they just can't connect the two. It's only like two separate small maps. Why is there a loading screen between each?
There's my little soldier. Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints! You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. What are you talking about? Soldiers are important.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
She crushes another husk between her fingers and thumbs. I'm guessing she was doing something. Too bad there's no narrator in between each of these sentences to read it for us. Remind me what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
I see.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
So we're gonna get snippets of a little story while we're exploring this place and killing some ghosts.
Brave thou Philathilim.
We'll let them come to us. Oh, wait. Turn to face that.
How may I help?
Yes.
I?
Yes.
What?
Following your lead. This is important.
Course.
Brave thou Philathilim. Brave thou Philathilim.
You know what?
Hey. Course.
What?
Spot on.
Nice.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
Of course.
Damnable spider. A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer cloak studied in a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Adir insignias on the breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters, and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side. Tell me about the orders.
The instructions come from Admeth Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the broken stone war, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Nice to know. Nice to know. So this place was a keep that was used to attack the direwoods. That makes sense. It is on the edge of the direwoods. So they planned to use fire, but I don't know what went wrong. Sounds like a good plan.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
An elderly man turns his face to you. His cheeks, his forearm, and his cartilage of his long, pointed ears are smeared with indigo and blue paint. He grins wickedly beneath a thatch of wild hair. What party?
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one once had said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
The Rio. The ragged stripe of paint on his face twisted as he laughed. You may not like them, but they are still our elders for now. A dead gray tooth peers from between his lips. That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Rio, they had no choice but to support us. There's no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fell you tonight. He laughed.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches towards your cheeks, but stops midway, his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of the doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all. No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
A large, sliver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Mirwal? He looks up over his hand, the muscle around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking. A sudden calmness falls over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye. Like a cornered animal about to pounce, his voice turns suddenly raspy.
Mayor Wald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I'm a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Vale who thought you could help me.
Mayor Wald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
Multiple personality disorders, or he's possessed by multiple pure spirits. Either way.
Come to speak to Mayor Wald? Mayor Wald, whose touch is poison? Mayor Wald, who knows not his effect?
I was told I am a watcher, and that you could help me more about... Sorry, I changed for voice in the middle there because I realized I was not reading... Anyways. And about a tablet of some sort. After that, once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged. It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Outlaws' eye narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory, personality, identity, any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Mayor Wald has lost control. Mayor Wald's body no more.
The spirit I passed, what are they?
Spirits, and not spirits. Always whispering to Mayor Wald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Mayor Wald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives?
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Mayor Wald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Mayor Wald. No forgiveness for what's past.
No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
He's talking about two different wars, fought back to back, long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. The usual conflict between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Mirwald's voice became raspy, and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Adia bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
His soul is marked by flame, and those marked will never heal. His ritual has broken him, but better that than to live in weakness. Take your time. It's over now. It was long ago. Continue when you're ready.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Dern smirks, burning his own. And why not, if they have been wicked and earned their punishment? He is weak of mind and soul. To see him cower before the flame, that should give you the measure of him. Mirwald's shoulder slumps. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
Your soul is given to wickedness. The only question is why the gods don't tear it apart.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere, since I became a watcher. Tears well in Mirwald's eyes. Oh, no, no, no. You too? You too. All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changed to one of utmost sympathy. Poor woman. Poor woman.
They will take you too.
Told you a watcher's not to be trusted. That's to be expected when one's make a habit of seeing what's not meant for mortal eyes. If not madness, look as though your journey together may be a short one. You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Meyerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
His face trembles involuntarily. There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and the queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
The leaden key? It seems we share an enemy, Silver. My name. Oh, that's kind of cool. Assassins and watcher wakers, both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is this queen they pray to?
Woodica. Goddess. Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawaken? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I can find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
I need to go so I can search for this man from leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well. Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
You're confusing me with someone from your past life.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it.
I will kill you.
Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Crave al Philathilim.
Small flame blight. Well, you can take care of that flame blight. You can hit him. You can hit him.
Yes.
You can hit him.
How may I help?
Cast magic missile on him.
Oh?
You can cast magic missile on him. Go!
Perhaps.
On your word.
More than rock.
What?
That's not appropriate.
Damn it!
Huh?
Worthen. What?
I?
Nice.
Pulling it down.
There's a chance in the air of the keep. There's a change in the air of the keep that was thick and suffocating, feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Mirwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about this soul in this place, a bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palatable to you, as though, even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as frayed as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive. Its frayed ends writhing in the tide pool, anemones? Oh, God, these words. And you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Ooh! Allowing Mirwald to pass from the other world, or I can bind him here as an ethereal warden. Drop on the energy, siphoning the knowledge of the connection. Do I want to make myself stronger? Do I allow him to pass on to the next world, which I'm not going to do? Fuck that. Or do I bind his soul here to be an eternal warden? Suck all the knowledge out of him. You turn both ends of the rope towards you, bringing them into contact with your essence. As you do, the fibers turns to copper, and through them an energy is conducted into your being. You are traveling downwards now, beneath the place you stand, seeing places dank and cobweb and malignant, like some unintended garden overgrown with flora and overrun with vermin. Below everything, at the very bottom, you glimpse for an instant of some being you can't quite make out, presiding over it all with brilliant and terrifying power. One image remains in your perception, a circular room with a stone table that resembles the sun, in an area guarded by suits of armor that move on their own volition. It is deep. Not far from the very bottom, there is a door in that room, invisible to all but the most fastidious of eyes, and beyond it, something shimmering, something powerful. As the image fades, you find yourself in Cape Noir once more. Muriel's soul is nowhere to be seen. I don't know what did. I don't know what that did, but whatevers. What did that do? I don't know. Oh.
Hi?
So yeah, I don't want that. I'll take Spirit Shield.
Oh?
And I'm all offensive, which is how I like it. I'll remove Web and take Bulwarkers of the Element instead.
Hey. Laying low.
Sickly sweet smell of rot rises from the blah blah blah.
All right,
I
then.
don't know why I'm even bothered reading those.
You cannot wait that older set? I don't want to discuss it.
Okay, save up.
Yes? Poor Meyerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
He was weak. I won't end up the same way. That's the spirit. We'll have a look at that church he talked about. I look forward to finding out just what the latent key involvement in all this is.
Yes?
So no one has anything else to say.
Yes? Yes, my friend?
If doubts and curiosity...
Oh, can I talk to him more? Durance. Durance is an odd name. No more than Watcher, and Durance is not a name, it's a title. What does such title mean? Durance snorts. What does the Watcher mean? Durance is something sacred of Magran. One of her memories, perhaps, a branch of teaching. He taps his staff slightly as if remembering, then shrugs. Let us not waste time talking of it. We have not shared the road and fire long enough, and this teaching of Durance, well, Durance is not a popular chapter of the faith. More about the Ashfall?
If doubts and curiosity...
You said Durance's title, not a name. Did I? I did, he sneers. What a sharp memory you have. Is that what you want to hear? It is a title. Names are useless things. Actions and focus, those are what it should be honored. Blah, blah, blah. You don't dress like a priest, and your robes look as if they were touched by fire. You are a servant of Will. Let mysteries and questions remain with him, at least until the next time we rest. Oh my god.
Huh?
You are so annoying.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Back up. Back up, back up, back up. There we go.
Hey,
Okay.
how may I help?
We can throw a few spells.
Yes.
Oh wow! This is a new spell I just got. Nice. Nice. I need to be closer though. Go in.
Lava will be on...
Use it. Use this. Never mind. It's dead.
I'd say it's time to get a campfire going and let sleep follow.
What does that do? Spell defense bonus? Sure. Okay, who needs spell defense bonus? That's willpower, right? He won't benefit from all of it anyways. Nope, that amulet's better. That cloak protects her from ice? That's it? Well, that's a very specific thing to protect from, so let's not care about that.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
A shimmering wall of energy extends across the doorway like a curtain. It repels forward movement with unnatural force. Oh dear.
Crave dal philathilim. Yes? Right away.
Hey,
On your word.
aye? All right then.
No, we're gonna do one more battle. Hopefully we don't die, but one more battle. Because we have so many spells we haven't used.
What?
Do you have like a health restoration spell? God damn it, man. No health restoration spell, really?
Hey, Gores.
Crave dal philathilim.
Okay, before
How may I help?
anything, let's blast that with that.
Oh?
Let's buff the group.
Pulling it down.
Yes.
How may I help?
Beyond seek.
Spot on!
On your word.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Not even slowing it down.
Yes.
Yes?
This one fucking stone beetle is actually getting annoying.
Beyond seek.
Thank you.
Hey,
Jesus. Now we definitely need to rest. That was
Alright,
way
then.
more work than I thought it would be to kill one stone thing. Don't meow at me, you undead cat. Let's talk to you before I leave.
If doubts and curiosity plague...
The staff of yours, can you tell me more about it? No, never mind. You're as interesting as ever.
If doubts and
The robes. Were you burnt? Durance is silent for a moment, studying you. There are many ways to honor Magrin. My robes. He looks down, then raises the frayed helm. Frayed hems. They may not be cut of religious cloth, but they serve. They are reminders as well. Durance shrugs. The cut of the cloth rarely matters except for a tailor, and colors are better found on banners and worn on the shoulder. These burnt robes feel more true to me than any garish trappings, so I keep them. Oh. Well, that's all the things I need to talk to him about.
I shall.
He is not a very interesting person. All he goes on is about Magra this, Magra that. Bless the fire. Curses by the fire. Yeah, we definitely need to put this here.
Hey, Gorse.
Alright. How much more of this dungeon do we have? A lot. A lot. We'll continue exploring it in the next part.